I mean, it seems like think about the space that people are going to have.
We're a community development corporation, which is a grassroots organization that is led by people in the neighborhood, residents or businesses, that improve the community. Because it's grassroots and it's led by the neighborhood, it really is about, frankly, leveraging the assets and the resources in that community to try to move the neighborhood back to a position of recovery. And in our neighborhood, we happen to be very lucky in having the lake, having incredible freeway access, and 15,000 quality residents in a good mixed race, mixed income neighborhood.
We have wonderful residents here. They get involved whenever I have an event and I need volunteers. They're always there to help me. These people care. Our quality of life, especially up around the Indian streets, is awesome. We have the lowest crime rate in the city of Cleveland. I do a lot of child-friendly events so that it shows people that they can come into North Collinwood and have a good time. We're not a scary place. We've got the lake. My God, how much better does it get? I am right off the freeway, okay? I am 10 minutes to downtown, 15 minutes to the airport, 10 minutes to Lake County. I mean, it is just so awesomely located for me in my lifestyle that I couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
The Waterloo, or now we call it the Arts and Entertainment District, but the Waterloo Business District is basically a half mile of area that was built to support the immediately adjacent railroads. And as Eastern immigrants, primarily Italian, Croatian, Lithuanian, and Slovenian people of descent, when the men came to work the railroads, they flop or live temporarily on Waterloo. So basically all of Waterloo was upstairs, single room occupancy. The downstairs were bars and barber shops and a few places to eat. Over time, with all the industrial kind of letdown that Northeast Ohio experienced, the railroad had a much smaller prominence in Northeast Ohio in our history. And as such, frankly, the street became more and more and more vacant. When you have a blighted structure on your street, it diminishes your opinion of your street, your community, your neighborhood. One of our neighborhood residents, longtime residents, Cindy Barber, decided that she was going to take some money that she had and buy the biggest thing she could in the neighborhood, and frankly in an effort to try to save the neighborhood. I mean, she really went into it for altruistic reasons. So she bought the old Croatian home and decided to make it a music venue. And her intent of opening it up as a Beachland Ballroom and Tavern in 2000 was to really just be one more destination location on the street. Very quickly, the Beachland found not only a local niche, but a national niche, and that it really became a destination place. A number of bands decided that the Beachland Ballroom was their favorite place to play. The Black Keys started there, and they now slowly have gotten like an international backing or an international history where people are sometimes flying not only into Cleveland to go to a show at the Beachland, sometimes they're flying into America to go to a show at the Beachland. So with that traffic generation, which slowly over time has built up to about 40,000 people per year, the street has enough traffic to support other businesses on the street that are tied to the Beachland Ballroom. The first of those really is the Music Saves, which opened up 8 years ago and is an independent record store. And that's a great location where we took a woman who was delivering pizzas, and she would open up an independent record store, and we helped her buy the building, get her business started through a microenterprise loan, quit her job at the delivering pizzas, and for 8 years she's been selling independent music right there on the street. Today we have 3 locations on the street that sell either new or used vinyl. A lot of communities use the arts or use artists to get their area kind of that jump start, that lead up, and then frankly the neighborhood gets too nice, and a lot of times gentrifies, and frankly the artists are now priced out because they're working in a industry that doesn't compensate them as well as other people, because the arts aren't as valued as they could be or should be financially. Our model gets people, every single person we work with, a deed or a road to a deed when we start dialoguing with them. We've decided that we're going to be the developer of last resort. You know, houses that people put for sale signs on because it's time for them to move, and they're, you know, listing them for $60,000, $80,000, $100,000. Those, I'm not involved in that. That's not the real estate world we work in as a developer of last resort. It's the houses that have fallen through foreclosure. Some crazy thing happened to the house, roof collapse, some major incident that frankly takes it out of the normal real estate market. And if not for us, it would just kind of languish there.
We can acquire the property to do a gut rehab. So that's our completely rehab properties. Or I can acquire a property to sell under our $5,000 home program. So the $5,000 home program is designed for a first-time home buyer that does not want to be committed to a 30-year mortgage. And it's also designed for someone who likes to do physical labor, sweat equity. So when I'm looking at a house to acquire it for the $5,000 program, I do take the artist in consideration, like could they put a studio upstairs? So any project that we do a fully rehab, we bid it out to contractors. So we never necessarily take the lowest bid, we take the best bid.
Blitz Barbecue is a project that's been under development for about 3 years now. The building's being comprehensively renovated inside and out to outfit a barbecue restaurant. It's going to have one apartment up. We're just very excited about it because it brought a number of resources, a number of financial entities, all contributing towards making the project happen.
Labor cost is pretty high in Northeast Ohio. And as such, when we have a house like that or a building like that, one of the major roles we have to play is get the subsidy to cover the gap in construction cost. So frankly, long and short of it is to fix that house or commercial building or whatever exceeds the property value. And as such, nobody would take that on unless there was some kind of subsidy to make up that gap or make up that difference. So thank you all for allowing me to give you a brief walking tour. Just so you guys know, we're literally going to walk 2 stores that way and then all the way to the end of that street. South, if the street's transformed past. Last year, we were asked to submit by the Community Partnership for Arts and Culture, which is the regional think tank around arts. We were asked to apply for a pilot initiative to see if we can increase artist demand in a particular neighborhood, if you do specific interventions, and then if that model can be replicable not only in Cleveland, but in the entire Midwest. So we were one of 19 neighborhoods to apply, and then one of 4 or 5 finalists, and then we were the selected neighborhood. So what we applied for and were awarded for was a $500,000 intervention that we called Collinwood Rising. The theme is twofold. One is making it more attractive for artists to move into the North Collinwood neighborhood, frankly, primarily around Waterloo. And B, then connecting those artists so they actually are an integral part of the community, that they're not just living kind of in an artist bubble or a small grouping, that they actually feel ingrained, they become part of the ribbon of the community, and frankly that the community perceives that the artists coming in are making the quality of life better, improving the neighborhood. It's not just something that's going on in their neighborhood. They actually have some value in it and have some pride in it.
I've had them come to my Lakeshore Beach and bring music to my kids down there, which the kids were just enthralled by everything that happened. Some of them had never seen really a bass guitar up close or a cello up close, and they got an opportunity to not only get up close and hear it, but ask questions to their little heart's content. They even helped the artists make up a song with using superheroes and all kinds of other crazy things in it. So yes, you know, having art in the neighborhood is definitely a positive influence on everything for the quality of life around here.
At the end of this process, this neighborhood will have gone to the next level of vibrancy. And then the neighborhood will not only start to meet its potential in the city and region, we think in the state and the nation, as an artist community of choice, a replicable model that you can do in other Rust Belt cities, a replicable model that shows the potential that artists can bring to any community when they're given the right tools to succeed.